So this is the official podcast for King Louie's Colorado Springs Tattoo Confessions. You know what that means?
That means I gotta tell you about a bad tattoo story.
You gotta spill the tea.
Here's the problem. I'm old, man. I don't remember all my tattoos.
What are you talking about, old?
Yeah, man. I'm 30.
Jesus Christ, bro. So me being in my 50s, what does that make me? It's going full chest.
Seasoned.
It's gonna be, yeah.
A well-seasoned machine.
Okay, so we can just dispense with that BS. I'm 2 days older than dirt.
You're just about to tattoo me, so I gotta be nice.
Jesus Christ and I both played basketball for the Devils. It's a miracle we won that year. Just that fadeaway.
Yeah.
That fadeaway.
On a dime.
You know, everybody told me, what are you doing? You're 29 years old. You're an IT guy. You're a nerd. Why do you want to change your career? I said, because I'm miserable. The happiest dude I knew was my tattoo artist.
Yeah.
He had diabetes, very sick, constantly insulin,
Yeah.
needing breaks. And I said, man, for being so sick, you are in such a great mood all the time.
Yep.
He said, I get paid to draw. My chick's hot as fuck. And I smoke weed all day.
Yep.
I said, I hate you. I'm jealous, low key, but I hate you because even despite all that, you found something that brought Jordy, like, despite the disparage of your situation, if that's even a word, right? Mm-hmm. So at that point, it dawned on me. I went to high school in New York. I went to School of the Performing Arts. Mm-hmm. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Why can't I do this?
Exactly.
But I was 29. Mm-hmm. And at 29, you know what they tell people who want to start a new career?
Don't do it.
Get out of here. That ship came and sailed. But I didn't listen, man. I'm not a good listener.
Yep. But you love what you do now.
Well, let's see. I started at 29. I just turned 50. I'll be 51. Got cast on a TV show. Have a shop in New Mexico. Shop in Taos. Shop in Tennessee. Colorado Springs under my belt. How's that feel?
Good.
Yeah, you're doing good?
Yep.
So, you know, in this town, it only takes $35 to be licensed to do this.
Okay.
No experience. How would you feel as a mechanic if another mechanic said, yeah, man, I've watched so many YouTube videos.
Right.
I can change out your engine.
Yeah. It would suck. It makes well.
Did you go to automotive school?
Yeah, I am.
Why don't you introduce your business? Dude?
Well, I own and operate Royal Automotive Repair. I'm a Subaru certified technician, Hyundai and Honda certified technician. I've been in the industry for 10 years. So I started when I was about 20. I was like 19, and.
You didn't play with G.I. Joes like every other 19-year-old?
Nope.
You were fixing cars?
I was. Yep.
Who taught you how?
Mostly my dad. My dad kind of taught me the basics.
If you're doing it at 19,
yeah.
You were really doing it at like 13, 12.
Pretty
right?
much, yeah. I've always been into cars. Yeah.
At what age was your first oil change that you remember?
Oh man.
That nobody had to come back and inspect and be like.
I was probably about 18 when I did my first one by myself.
Was it on your car?
It was on my car. Yep.
How long after that did your car blow up?
I actually had that car for like 9 months, and a freeze plug blew. So it had nothing to do with what I did, but
I did not troll you,
right?
Or know in advance.
But it did happen.
But I'm just saying, right?
Yep, it did happen.
You know, when we start anything, we're not the best at it.
Right. Well, and like it's funny because like my first car was a 93 Mazda 626, and my dad had to go with me to get it because it was a stick shift. I didn't know how to drive stick yet, so
and
our
how
first
appropriate
car.
This tattoo we're doing.
I know, right? So
speaks to the whole gears and shifting.
I'm telling you, man, my dad. If it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't know how to drive stick probably. So made me get a stick shift car. He drove it home. I drove his van at the time. He drove the van home. He drove my car home. And him
He didn't put you on a hill
Oh no.
in
I mean,
first gear, like.
I lived in Manitou, so there was plenty of hills. So him and the neighbor just kind of sat out on the porch and watched me in this really crappy cul-de-sac driving around and stalling out. And we actually had like a grade for the turn in for the cul-de-sac. So, and it was like, I mean, it was steep. So he would, you know, tell me to pull up to the drive, stop, put it in first, and I could not tell you how many times I stalled that car out. I had to replace the clutch before I even had to do anything else because it was so bad. Yeah.
Wow. So was that your first big job?
No, I actually did not do that one on my own. That was something I took to a shop to get done. I didn't start really wrenching on cars like big projects until I was about 20. Most of the stuff was basic, like brakes,
Who were you
oil
working
changes.
for?
At that
A
time,
place local in town?
yeah, at that time I was working for Phil Long. We'll probably keep it there because I don't have anything nice to say.
That
about
was a
Phil
short
Long.
long right there. That was a long walk on a short pier.
Yeah, exactly.
We won't go
So-
there long.
But yeah, man. So
But we're here to spill the tea on all that shit.
on all
man.
that shit, yeah, no, man.
If you're not treating your people right, Phil Long,
Oh,
you're not treating your
100%.
people right.
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit that comes up, dude. This is just like 101. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, and it's it's one of those things,
All right,
I
so let's
was-
just figure out why Phil Long lost talent.
So
With energy,
yeah, man.
enthusiasm.
Basically, I was going through my first divorce and going through like custody battles and stuff, and
Oh my God, who has not suffered that shit?
exactly. So I was
Lord of
obviously
mercy.
missing work every now and then for court dates and whatnot, and they actually I was fresh out of being a loop tech, and I was going into what they call an apprenticeship program. And I was supposed to be into the apprenticeship program for what
They're trying to groom you.
yeah, right, for about 6 months. Well, 2 weeks in, they quote unquote got rid of the program and threw me to the wolves.
Oh,
so
wow.
I didn't know pretty much anything.
Because you're dispensable. At this
Yeah,
point, you
exactly.
can just be treated however.
yeah,
And this is why businesses in town suffer and wonder where their talent went.
exactly.
There's no, the problem with attrition is because inherently people don't quit the job, they quit the boss.
The boss. Yep.
Who was the nightmare at that place? One guy, two guys,
Two
all
guys?
of them?
Two guys.
Were they in cahoots with each other?
They were actually. They're like best buddies.
That's what I'm talking
Yep.
about, bro. That's what I'm
So-
talking about. Allegiances like that.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that I haven't participated, because I have.
Yeah. Right.
But not saying it's right.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I left there, and then I went to where'd I go? Oh, I went and did an apprenticeship actually in like Woodland Park for like a small mom and pop shop, and then I went back into the dealers after that. Dealership work is just, I guess you could say, security, more security than anything else, because you got cars coming in, regardless. I mean,
You know what we call that, us older people? Leap of faith.
yeah, yep,
You just, I didn't start tattooing until I was 29. 29 with a career, benefits, 401k.
yep,
Everybody said, you're out of your mind, dude. Why are you walking away from all that? And then I was, you know what? I was the call center manager, and I had to open the fucking call center at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And I got fucked up the night before, bro.
Yeah.
I was trashed, okay? I probably was there with the keys in hand, still a little buzzed. It was 30 minutes late.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah,
Fine. Be
yeah.
mad.
Yeah,
But I was buzzed. It was a thing.
yep,
I was a good guy before that.
Yeah.
I had all these attaboys. Attaboy, you get one, oh shit.
yeah,
And it goes out the fucking window.
exactly.
And it was at that point, it was at that time that I said, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you,
Yeah.
you're not cool. And I walked away, dude. And
Yep.
then I had literally an hourglass. Like, flip the hourglass in the sand. That was my car payments coming, my insurance payments coming. And I just told everybody, fuck you.
Yeah, yep,
Haven't stopped. 51 years
Heck
old.
yeah.
Haven't stopped. Still doing it. How's your arm feel?
Good.
So, what we're doing in this session is lining and shading,
Okay.
and a lot of people don't understand why that's important, what the process is, but it's the art.
Yeah.
And so many times, people take a look at pictures on the internet, dude.
Yep.
And you know how crazy AI is right now?
Dude, it's insane.
It will design something that looks like the most incredible thing you've ever seen,
Yeah.
tattooed or whatever, but completely fake,
Yep.
completely not real. And they're like, I want an angry butterfly dragon unicorn with hiccups. Because, look, it's an AI.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, the things I've seen on AI is just absolutely it's just insane. It's insane. And being a part of like the fitness industry and stuff too, like you just see that stuff everywhere, you know. And
I'm just waiting to start a company that says, if you want to break up and don't know how, we're going to create an AI of your partner doing some really provocative,
Yep.
wrong shit.
Yep.
And then, like, give you the
Give you
leverage
an
you
out.
need
Yep.
to get out with benefits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We're going to have a package. You want a divorce with alimony, with child support. You want the house too and the car. And that will determine how crazy AI will fucking flip this shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking, we'll introduce animals. We'll introduce, bacteria.
Right.
We'll discharge. All the things that make it possible for you to cash in at the end.
Yep.
This is what he did, she did to me. And we got to call that company something. Just food for thought. If we're going to go in the AI direction,
Yeah.
we too should be innovators.
You said it's called the government.
It's called it's called the government
it's called the
currently. All parties. Part of the reason why I'm doing this is kind of the same thing you're doing that.
Yeah.
Horrible fucking experiences with employers who don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And the problem is, once you realize that you can do something that has a value, you can put a fucking price tag on it.
Yep.
And start doing it for yourself. Once you get the freedom in you,
Yep.
you can't ever go back
Exactly.
to
Yep.
doing this, 9 to 5. The potential for 9 to 5.
Right.
There are so many people who want to get into the tattoo business. So many people. Why does Colorado Springs allow anybody, blind, not blind,
Yeah.
to be a licensed tattoo artist for
Exactly.
only $35?
Yeah. That's
No
insane.
experience.
That's insane.
Why are you going to make the barber go to school?
Yeah.
Because all he's giving you is lice, bro, and maybe some ringworm.
Yep.
But you make him go to school for that. But the tattoo
Yep.
could give you herpesipilades, could give you diarrhea, could give you fucking, staph, MRSA, communicative bloodborne pathogens, infections.
Yep.
Colorado Springs doesn't give a shit about the regulatory process. They're just like, look, give me money.
Yeah.
You want to do something? Just give me money to do it.
Yeah.
And that's where they're failing,
Yeah.
the people in this town. Where we're succeeding is we're training. We're teaching a curriculum of how to understand dermatology, how to understand the machines, because they can do damage. Man, if you didn't understand what you were doing with this thing, you could really make irreversible damage to the skin
Yeah.
and scarring, scarification, all that stuff. But things that are really hard to recover from.
Right.
We're currently apprenticing 2 licensed tattoo artists. Why are we doing that? Because they're not dumb.
Right.
They don't want to go out there and make the same mistakes that half these people are doing in this town.
Right.
Without hating on shops. For all this, pay me for that, there's so many illegal shops.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I don't understand why we as tattoo shops don't regulate ourselves
Right.
and just dispense with this whole, you know, what do they call this place? El Paso County
Yeah.
can create probably a tattoo board of artists, of successful business owners, and do a better job creating a regulatory process that guarantees people aren't going to get sick.
Right.
But they don't.
Well, it's like, I run into some of the same issues. Well, not same issues, obviously, like health-wise, but vehicles coming in with, Joe Schmo's, automotive, mobile guy said he'd come out and do my thing, replace a clutch, and he hasn't shown up in 2 weeks, and he took my money and he ran. You know what I mean?
But that's the same story that tattoo art, bro.
Exactly.
How many times somebody went, I got charged $200 for a drawing, went back, the guy doesn't work there anymore.
Yep.
Or I had a lady tell me, hey, the guy was really cool up until he started doing cocaine. I was like, what do you mean doing cocaine? Like, you were watching him do cocaine? Oh, he asked me if I wanted to. And he would just sit there tattooing, and then do his little, and then the tattoos didn't look good. And I said, well, why would you sit there?
Right?
Why would you go through that?
insane.
Why would you allow that whole process to happen? Oh, and then the tattoo, of course, looks like hammered dog shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, it's kind of a two-way street. Hold some people accountable for their behaviors,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
You walk into the place and everybody's tweaking.
You should probably
Red
walk
flag.
out. Yeah.
Red flags. Like hoping would get better, or because your friend went there and had a good experience wouldn't be enough.
Right. Exactly.
Certainly wouldn't be enough. And I think the problem isn't going to change. We just got done paying an obscene amount of money. But if you had to break down what you're paying for, if you had to create an invoice,
Yeah.
like, bro,
Yeah.
what are we buying? What are we paying for?
Right.
Is it like you're ensuring that, we're creating this health standard and enforcing that safely, or we're setting expectations, or we're doing some kind of service? But to do absolutely nothing reminds me of the mafia.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo, listen here. I'm Peter Tony Vincenzo Maldonado Cantoniti Campachore. You want to work around here, you're going to pay me, huh?
Exactly.
You're not going to fucking work around here no more. I'm going to fucking break your balls around here.
Yep.
That's exactly
Yep.
what I've seen happen other places.
Exactly.
But they don't do that here. They're like, hi, we're the board,
Yeah.
and we'd like $500-$600. Or you can't work.
Yep. Yep.
Have a great day. Thank you very much. It's so fucking awesome, right? It's the only difference, bro.
Yep.
If we had taken the power from these fucking weirdos, what would we do with it? We'd probably make sure every person regulated, updated,
Exactly.
scored,
Yeah.
monitored,
Yep.
We'll want to see heel tattoos, may even want to look at reviews,
Right.
If you got somebody who's clearly taking advantage, hold them accountable.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
But whatever, man. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I just want to do tattoos. I want to do tattoos, man. So when we originally started, it was just me and my wife, dude,
Yeah.
in this big old shop. We had met another artist who we're going to bring on who actually put in a lot of work to help the shop get going.
Yeah.
But when we opened up, they just got cold feet. Just like, bye.
Damn.
Like, yeah, how can I work for you guys? You just opened and nobody knows who you are and blah, blah, blah. And I said, listen, it doesn't take long. You do one good tattoo, 2 tattoos, 3 tattoos. Bro, the next thing you know, you get a reputation for just that, so you have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't stick it out. So, yeah, man, for the first 12 months, it was us just one tattoo at a time, chipping away.
Yep.
Trying to create enough tattoos that we had enough under our belt that people had a reference.
Yeah.
And then the reviews. And then before you knew it, I think after about a year, boom, we get this award. Best tattoo shop in Colorado Springs,
Yep.
2022. And we had just opened. I said, babe, you see, man, this is what I'm talking about, dude. Yeah, it's taken us a year. Yeah, we bled out financially. Yeah, we took all our savings. Yeah, that's all our vacation money, whatever. But like, look at this cool ass fucking award.
Yeah.
And it wasn't long before other artists realized that we were here, had a better culture, had a better, everything.
Yep.
Then we got David Gray, and he does his fine arts and booth rents. And then it wasn't long before younger people wanted to get in the door and get that training so that they could match the art. And now we got Kaylin, and now we got Sarah.
Yep.
And then, of course, my wife. Now it's 5 of us. And we're going to do our first show in Phoenix in February.
Yep.
Man. Manifest.
Yeah. Yep, 100%.
Have you manifested?
Oh, all the time. All the time.
You have an example?
I mean, opening the shop was a manifestation for sure. I mean, it was one of those things where I'd wanted to do it. I was doing mobile stuff for like 5 or 6 months, and I enjoyed the security of working at a shop. So I was mostly doing it on the side, like on the weekends and stuff. And this shop was basically going under, and I got let go. So like for about 2 weeks out of December of 2021, it was just it was one of those things where I was like, okay, I'm going to open my shop. I'm going to open the shop, and I'm going to have this amount of money to put away in 2 weeks so that I can get a building and open shop. So, and I just kept every morning. I was like, I'm gonna make this amount of money in 2 weeks. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna have.
So you were just setting aside income, and then like, did you have a dollar amount? Once I reach this amount, this is when I'm gonna do it, or?
Well, I couldn't set aside income while I was working at the shop I was working at because it wasn't really paying me enough. But when I really set my pricing, I guess, for my mobile stuff was when it actually started becoming profitable because I knew how much I was worth. So rather than, charging $50 or $60 an hour like a lot of the local guys do, I was charging, $130, $140 an hour because I offered a 2-year warranty, which nobody else does, 24,000 mile warranty, which nobody else does. So I knew that the product I was giving people was a valuable product that was worth charging for.
Buy low, sell high.
Yeah. So 2 weeks, I made enough money to open up find a brick and mortar, get a U-Haul, and just transfer all my tools to the shop, and then, just kind of moved up from there. So
I feel you on that, man. I think one day my wife and I were talking about that whole the law of attraction, if you would.
Yeah.
And I was just like, listen, babe, I said, if we're gonna talk about law of attraction, if we're gonna believe it, we have to test it, right?
Yep.
And if we're gonna test it, then we have to do it once, and we can never do it again, and we can't play this I'm pretendika, right? I believe in something I don't really believe in. So I said, let's do this. I said, today I'm getting $1,000. Mm-hmm. Today I'm getting $1,000, and I didn't have or don't have a plan. Mm-hmm. Right? Isn't the goal supposed to be you just say it, right? You say it out loud, and then the universe is supposed to pick it up. Then everybody's supposed to be like, okay, it's supposed to happen.
Right.
So I said that we're getting $1,000 today.
Yeah.
$1,000 today. Now where we were at in our shop, we had 2 barber shops, one on either side of us. So when I got to the shop, I peek in this way, I peek in that way. I said, hey man, I'm getting $1,000 today. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Yep.
They're looking at me like, the fuck is wrong with this guy, bro?
Yeah.
And I'm like, seriously, man, I'm getting $1,000 today, bro. All right. One guy's like, well, owe me $100, man. You got $1,000. I'm like, fuck you. All right,
Right.
I get it. All right, whatever. So all day long, man, I'm just like, I'm getting $1,000 today. I'm getting $1,000 today.
Right.
And me, when I'm at the shop, I work Facebook. I try to reach them, message, post pictures, try to create an incentive for people to come in. And that's kind of what I feel like I was doing that day, just really working Facebook, because I didn't really do any tattoos per se. Right. And when the day kind of came to a close, I just finally looked at my wife and said, come on, let's go home. Let's get out of here. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I said, I don't really feel down about not really getting like $1,000. Like, how was that supposed to happen? I said, but maybe tomorrow. I don't know. So we left the shop, And I mean, seriously, bro, as I step out into the parking lot, because it's a small parking lot, I almost got run over by a car.
Jeez.
And I stopped and
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I said, listen, what are you doing? And bro, the girl jumps out from the front seat. She's short because the truck is tall.
Yeah.
And I don't see her. She runs around. Bro, and I recognize her. She was a client of mine. She gives me a fucking envelope. What's in the envelope?
$1,000.
$1,000 in $100 bills.
Yeah.
Exact denomination. I said, what?
Yeah.
And I said, what are you doing? How did it? She said, I just got my tax money. I was at the bank across the street. I saw you and your wife leaving the shop, getting ready to go. So our hauled ass came across the street. If I don't give you the money now, I'm gonna spend it. She said, I was compelled to give you this before I spent it.
Wow.
Bro, left me standing in the parking lot with $1,000, and then we have these big, huge plate glass things behind us. So who's there? Everybody in the barbershop.
Yeah, right.
And they see me out there counting the money, bro.
Yep. Yep.
It was at that time I realized I was manifesting for the rest of my fucking life.
Yep.
And the reason that we have this particular shop is for the same reason.
Yeah.
We've been coming out here every year. Fawn Luttrell, Quinn White, Matt, Yeaton. These cat man, they bring us out here to tattoo for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
We got to come on a Thursday because we can't leave till Monday just to take care of everybody.
Right.
And finally, you know, it got to a point where they're just like, listen, you guys ever think about maybe just leaving that town, just coming out here?
Yeah.
Bro, that's all that had to be said.
Right.
Because once I said, you know what, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I said, there's 1 million people in Colorado Springs, at least the demographics, there's 1 million people. You got 3 bases, you got the Air Force. I said, yeah, we're taking care of you guys, but if we can tap into some of that real Colorado money,
Yeah.
you know, we might have a place, right?
Right.
Expand our clientele. As I'm explaining this, Steve Kinder, one of my clients, goes, well, Louis, why didn't you tell me that? And opens his iPad and opens up Google Maps and goes, all these red dots is on my properties. Where do you want to work? And I said, wait a minute, hold on. I said, hold on a second, hold on. I said, we're kind of moving fast. I was just asking some questions. Where would be a good place to work?
Right.
And I shit you not, dude. He's like, hey, take out this property, blah, blah. This was called the Avocado Cafe, and we're not doing the cafe. And all of a sudden, we're talking about this. I'm tattooing a millionaire who owns all these properties.
Yep.
He's suggesting just pick one.
Yeah.
Like close your eyes and put your finger on one.
Yep.
So I said, okay, let's just hold on. I said, let me go look at your property in person.
Right.
I appreciate what you me. I'm just trying to slow the momentum. Just chill for a minute.
Yeah.
Before this gets like, you know, real.
Yeah.
Let me just kind of, you know.
Yep.
So we come out here and check this place out. And I'm like, dude, this is perfect. I'm like, this is freaking perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, Vaughn, you know, my best friend, my business partner now, finds out about the location, about Steve, about the other. Call Steve. Steve, what's the rent? Cuts him a check for the year. Boom. Rent's paid for the year.
Wow.
We started with just talking about it.
Yeah.
While I'm
Exactly.
tattooing.
Yep.
And where are we at now?
Yep. Exactly.
And how many fucking awards do we have now?
Exactly.
Bro, that manifesting thing, it never stopped. The initial thing messed us up, man, because that was just the first time that we just did something so ridiculously compelling that, and just like, can we do it again? Can we do it again? To the point where it's like, I'm manifesting, so we can. You want to go on vacation? Yeah, manifesting vacation.
Exactly.
We went while we're struggling to open this business, Royal Caribbean a week to the Virgin Islands.
Damn.
While we're struggling in this business,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
manifest, babe. Well, what do you want to manifest? Well, Diego's done so good in school, straight A student. He's in the gifted program. It's his birthday. We take him to Florida, Universal Studios a week.
Yep.
Manifest.
Yep.
Second vacation. Year 1.
Yep.
My wife's birthday comes up. Babe, it's your birthday, man. We got to do something dope for your birthday.
Yep.
We're doing it. We're winning awards, bro.
Yep.
Take her to Vegas. A week in Vegas for her birthday. Third vacation in the year.
Yep.
Manifested. Then you know it's my birthday. And you know I had to go to Puerto Rico for a week.
Yep. Yep.
My family's out there. Fourth vacation
Yep.
in a year.
Yep.
Fucking manifesting.
Yep.
Doing the work. We're here. We're tattooing.
Yeah.
Hi. but not being, douchebags,
Right.
being fair.
Exactly.
Owning the shop enables us to not have to worry about splits and make it less expensive
Right.
to offer you better prices.
Right.
And in doing that, manifesting. And the whole time, growing.
Yeah.
So, dude, why we're here, we ain't going nowhere.
Right.
We ain't going nowhere. I mean, when I say doing the work, like, we didn't just expect this shit to just fall in our lap either.
Right.
What it was the first thing I did, signed up with BNI.
Yep. Exactly.
Better Business Bureau.
Yep.
Chamber of Commerce. I mean, we were doing lowrider shows. I'm handing out flyers, meet
Yep.
and greets,
Exactly.
Kilo, the radio station.
Yep.
I'll never do that again. Sorry, Kilo. Sorry, Kilo. But, yeah, we even did the rap station. Big mistake. We did this remote broadcast, set up the parking lot, jumpers, food. They came with a little pop-up table, a little JBL speaker,
Yeah.
headphones. It was like, we're broadcasting. I was like, yeah, you guys could go.
Wow.
We're good. We'll just play some Pitbull radio or something.
Right.
What do you think so far? You check it
Yeah,
out.
man, it looks good so far. Digging it.
Clean.
It's clean.
Well, you're sitting well.
Yeah, man.
I had this kid that I was doing Virgin Mary on his forum.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting up there, he says, "Hey, let me just get this out of the way real quick." And he stiff arm faints.
Oh shit.
That was the first time.
Holy cow.
Oh yeah, he did that twice.
Man.
So you're doing good, man.
I guess I don't know.
I don't care what they're saying about you, bro.
I'm a beast.
Royal
Just kidding.
Automotive, they don't just work out hard in the gym. They work out hard in the tattoo shop.
Right. Yeah, man.
So you're gonna stay at your location?
Yeah. We're gonna probably be there for the next couple years. Obviously,
Is it just you?
Yeah, just me right now. So
Have you not invited other mechanics to come in? Or is it
I've had a couple technicians come in. Good help is hard to find. So, for the most part, it's mostly just a struggle of finding guys who can show up for work, and do the job while they're there. And I think it's just a generational thing, man. I mean, honestly, some kids are just they want to make a paycheck, but they don't want to work for it. And then
I want to get a paycheck?
Yeah.
Go party said paycheck.
Yep.
Once the money's gone, go back to work for another paycheck.
Exactly.
But yeah.
So, and obviously, we have a reputation that we need to maintain, and I built that reputation by myself. So it's one of those things where I have pretty high expectation for certain people, but it really is just a moral thing. I mean, when you're working on somebody's car, it could be their life, and that's obviously an extreme side of it. But I mean, think about it, man. I do brakes on somebody's car. I forget to tighten a bolt. That brake doesn't work. They get in a 5-car pileup. 6 people dead. That's just something I can't go to sleep at night thinking, somebody can die because of me. So, there's a really high expectation that I set for my technicians, and sometimes, I think until you find the right group of guys, it's gonna be difficult. You're gonna hit some speed bumps. You're gonna fall down some steps, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm still there. So whether they come or go, I'm still gonna have my shop, and I'm still gonna uphold that reputation of being, an honest and reputable tech versus just taking people's money. So
I can't deal with people who start conversations with "trust me."
yeah. Right.
Beware of the man who starts a conversation with "trust me." It's like, listen, Linda, listen.
Yeah, I guess I never thought of that. Holy cow.
I'm just saying, there's an agenda.
It's a valid point.
There's an agenda out there.
Yeah.
Be wary of the agenda.
Yeah.
Our agenda is pretty simple. We're pretty transparent around here.
Yeah.
This is probably the longest job that I've ever held.
Oh, okay.
Like, this is the only thing I know how to do.
Yeah.
I don't even have tools to change a light bulb, dude. Like, I literally don't even have a ladder, so, like, you know.
Right.
I need people like you offering up really good prices.
Yeah, man. Man, I was talking to Drew, Faith's boyfriend, today, and we were talking about oil changes. Just oil changes alone, man. I was like, how do people charge $120 for an oil change?
No,
like,
it's
I don't know.
$200 in oil change at the
What?
Land Rover.
Jeez Louise.
Land Rover tells you that, number one, you need the synthetic oil that's $150.
Yeah.
And then it's going to cost them $200 to install it because it's Land Rover. My God, they have to wash their hands in between cap removal.
Right.
In between, they have to change their pants twice,
Right.
3 times sometimes.
Jeez.
$200 for wiper blades.
That's insane.
When I'm sitting in the office, I said, listen, I'm going to look up online real quick while you're here. And I got to find anywhere that sells a wiper blade for $200 in front of you because
Right.
I got to know you're not just being full of shit, right? And I said, hold on, I'll find something.
Yeah.
I said, $80, that's a lot for
Yeah,
wiper blades.
right.
80's a lot. I still can't find any. Nope, not even over 100.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, best wiper blades I find, still not even over 100.
Yep.
Well, this is what we charge. It's $200. It's what we charge.
Okay. All right.
So I'm never coming back.
It's just the part that.
And you know it's because they work on commission.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been in the dealerships for plenty years. I mean, dealership pricing is still just outrageous. I mean, my shop rate's $150 an hour, where like the lowest I think I've heard of in the Springs for a brick and mortar shop, whether it's dealership or mom and pop, it's like $180. So, you know, it's one of those things where like dealers, they could charge $220 an hour and, you know, and be okay with it. It's like highway robbery, but
It is.
you know,
Highway robbery.
it's just one of those things where
Listen,
I don't know,
I'm
you-
the one who went out and bought a fucking Land Rover. All right, it's my fault. I
Shouldn't
was
have bought
trying
a
to be
Land Rover.
bougie. I was trying to put on airs and appearances, and now I'm paying for it. Now I'll be happy for a regular old truck.
should have bought a Dodge.
Regular, you know, and I would have if Dodge hadn't taken off and become the baddest trucks out.
I know, right, man?
Those power wagons are no joke,
The TRX. Have you seen those? Those are
Dude.
insane.
dude. Is it a Hemi? Yeah, but I'm back to that. I want an old school pickup truck.
Yeah.
There are
Yep.
things that I want to haul and move and tow, and that's it.
Yep. Yeah, I like my truck. I have like a little 15 Silverado, which isn't terrible. I mean, I'm gonna use it we're going to Oklahoma next Wednesday. Sorry, Wednesday. Next Wednesday for a music video. So, you know, it should make the trek just fine. But we're taking like my drums and stuff, and so we're just working on that.
Why are you going all the way out there for that?
There's this super dope like LED studio. So we're gonna be shooting in front of a huge LED screen.
Okay.
And there's gonna be some.
I was
like,
gonna
graphics
say,
and
don't you
stuff
know
in there.
Garden of the Gods is right down the street?
I know, right? No, yeah, we our single drops January 26th, so it's gonna be pretty big. I mean,
Well,
we've
plug
got
your band again.
I play drums in a band called Misfortune. Single comes out January 26th. It's called I Ain't Afraid of No Ghost Rider.
Well, you know, King Louis only tattoos future celebrities
Oh, okay.
or current celebrities. I'm on Breaking Bad in
Yeah.
season 3. I got to go to the Emmys in LA.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. It was sponsored by Grey Goose.
Okay.
I wasn't paying for drinks.
Dang.
Yeah, I won't name drop anything on that. Eddie Fernandez. No, not name dropping Ben Bray.
It's a weird.
That's awesome.
Well, we got lucky being in New Mexico.
Yeah.
They have a Netflix, thing out there.
Yeah.
They did $1 billion expansion. On 2 different occasions, we had people come into the shop and say, hey, we want to shoot a movie here. Andrew Radcliffe the guy from Harry Potter, and Top Gun dude.
Tom Cruise?
No,
that's not Tom.
Val Kilmer.
Oh, okay.
And they're doing a show for AMC, and they gave us $3,000 to go home.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
because they needed silence
Yeah,
on set. Hell yeah!
I'll go home for $3,000.
I took a couple days off. I did a couple days off.
That's worth it.
All right, my friend. You are all done. Why don't you go ahead and show it to the camera? Yeah, you're gonna have to put it like down,
I
right
can
side
do it
up.
like this.
There you go. This represents shifting gears. Nice and clean.
buddy.
So let me explain this aftercare.
Okay.
We are going to put a second skin on, Saniderm. And it's waterproof. You take a shower with it. We want to leave it on for 4 days. And 4 days, you want to peel it off in hot water because it hurts to peel off.
Okay.
But it'll be healing under the plastic.
Okay. Okay.
I just got a tattoo.
Okay.
I got the Saniderm on.
Okay.
The longer you leave it on, the better.
Okay.
After 4 days, we peel it off, and then you can apply your ointment, your aftercare ointment, whatever you want to use, Aquaphor, Tattoo, Goo, Eucerin, Curel, Lubriderm, for at least a week to keep it soft to the touch. It'll transition and peel like a sunburn.
Yeah.
But that's it. It'll stay cherry.
Oh yeah.
So give it a minute to breathe, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it. And that will conclude our first Tattoo Colorado Springs session confession.
Hell yeah.